This is early August, and I decided to go out to some local woods that I've never been before since I just moved to this area and explore, see if they have any mushrooms. And the first thing I see in these woods are this Amanita. It's called Amanita Blusher, or Amanita rubescens, which is actually the common name is blusher because it has this reddish tone. And if I get it all the way, you can see there's a little bulb underneath the veil, and it has this reddish tone all over it. So it's a good edible. I'm going to check. It looks like it's been eaten by bugs. But this is definitely something that is a good edible, and I found a few others already. So here's the blusher that is relatively young. You can see some reddish undertones, the same type of mushroom, developing some warts on the top, like this one when it matures fully. And then here I found on McDonald's parking lot a bike collar. So this being from McDonald's parking lot, I'm not going to eat it. I'll make a slurry out of it and see if I can transplant it to my yard near Oaks where it usually grows. So it's a pretty nice one. Hopefully I'll find some in the woods. And here's another rubescens, Amanita rubescens blusher. So that is pretty cool. Let's see if we can find some more. Okay, found some more blushers. You can see as they mature, they develop some of these warts on top. Most of these have been eaten by bugs, so I'm not sure. I'll try to examine them later if I can use some of these parts. But here's a younger one. Still eaten by bugs, but it's a good sign. We found some mushrooms here. So if you take them off like this, it's not gonna hurt the actual mushrooms. As some of you know, a fruit. So that's the way it reproduces. The spores are in the gills. So let's see what else we can find here. Alright, found another good edible. This is what's called a platterful mushroom, or Mega Colibia platyphila. You can see the gills are pretty wide spaced, and it has the lines from the center kind of consistent. So this seems to be in pretty decent shape still, and this one too. So we'll take these. Well, this one is actually eaten up, but I'll see what I can salvage out of it and maybe transplant it to my yard later on. Some bugs in there. Okay, here's another one I found. This is a orange yellow mushroom. Gills are pretty spacious, red or maybe light brown. A little bulb on the bottom. So this is a Cortinarius mushroom. It's not edible. I think it's Cortinarius iodes, but I'll double check later. But it's, as far as I know, it's non-edible mushroom. Yep, this is Cortinarius ornalis, fool's webcab mushroom. So it's poisonous mushroom. Minutes later, found another one here. This looks like a Russula mushroom, and still in pretty good shape. This is called a fragile gill, fragile Russula fragilis. So this is a good edible if it's clean. So add that to my bucket. Here's my first bolete find of today in these woods anyways. This looks like ornate stalk bolete, or Boletus ornatipes. but it's been eaten up by bugs, so I am going to leave it here. Alright, here's another one here. It's surrounded by these Cortinarius fool's webcap mushrooms on this side. Then we've got a few more of those blushers here. But this here, it's a deer mushroom, and I think it's Pluteus cervinus var alba is the white deer mushroom. You can see the gills are not white. They're pretty crowded, and they do not touch the stem little ring around it. There's a deadly mushroom. I found it. It's a Amanita destroying angel is the common name. Don't remember the Latin name, but it's a deadly mushroom, and then there's some more mushrooms back there. There are all those Cortinarias that are not edible or poisonous. This is a pretty awesome find. This is called the Old Man of the Woods mushroom. It is a really nice specimen too. Beautiful mushroom and very good edible. So highly recommend trying this one if you haven't. So then down there is another Platter mushroom. It's a little older than I like, so I'm just gonna leave that one. But this is pretty awesome. I definitely like to find these. There's a good one. It's a woodland russula. It's nice red color. I think it's a little too old, so I'm just gonna leave that. It's part of the emetic group, so it's gonna be accurate. It needs boiling to cook. I like it, but most people think it's poisonous. There's a nice one, Amanita flaviconia. It's not edible mushroom, but it is definitely beautiful mushroom. White spores, light yellow stalk, yellow orange, so it's beautiful but not edible. Nice one. Surrounded by mixed woods. There's ash tree on this side. There's a spruce, aspen on this side. So this is Boletus pallidus or pallid bolete. So this is a pretty good edible if it's in good shape. We'll examine it later. That's a good mushroom. And there they are. I finally found them. The bicolor bolete or Boletus bicolor. Found them in this creek here. There's another fragile russula, and then there's another one down there. So I'm gonna gather those and see if they're in good shape and edible. This area had a lot of good boletes, this little creek here. So here I got Boletus longicorvipus, long stalk bolete for oak trees. This is a redmouth bolete that some people say is poisonous, but I've eaten that a bunch of times. It's a good edible mushroom. Then I got a bicolor bolete, Boletus bicolor, the blusher. So here's the final wrap up of what I got today. This I found on the way back. This is I think Tylopolis biceps, like a purple brown Tylopolis. Here my Boletus bicolor, really beautiful summer mushroom. These I think are pallid boletes or Boletus pallidus. There's a small one, and these are larger specimens. These I believe are Boletus or Lexinum longicorvipum, which is the long stalk Lexinum or oak bolete. This is Old Man of the Woods, really good edible mushroom that I like, although not as good as the bicolor or the long stalk. I like those better. And Bodiceps, Belita's Bodiceps is really good too. So I like that. Then I got the Russulas. This is a tacky green Russula, the best one of the best Russulas you can get. This is a pretty good one also. Fragile Brittle Gill, Russula fragilis, and this is also one of the best Russulas, which is a variable Russula. You can see the gills are forking a lot, and it's variable color. That's one of the reasons it's called variable, or Russula variata. Then I got my Amanitas here. These are the rubescents, Amanita rubescents or blushers. You can see they're all pink blushing colors on stem and also on the caps. There are different blushing colors here. They're all edible mushrooms. Although definitely Amanitas are one of the more dangerous ones, but these are good. You can see how these are kind of pinkish color. Here I got the two edible, the blusher and fly agaric, which is Amanita muscaria vargusovii. That's also an edible mushroom, but you have to boil it in order to make it edible, and then you can fry it as normal. Then I got the last ones are these guild mushrooms that are usually, they come out in June. They're called platterful or platterful mushroom. They usually grow near hardwood forests and or on dead oaks, on dead trees. So all three of them are platterful mushrooms. They're good edible. You can just fry them. You don't need to boil them. And the Latin name is Platyphila rodmania is one of the Latin names. So it's pretty good haul. I could have gotten more, but wasn't ready for all the mosquitoes there, so I'll probably get back there at another time. But yeah, Old Man of the Woods, and especially the bicolor, probably bicolor I would say the best, and Bodiceps and Old Man of the Woods are also good.